Happy Sunday, everyone, and welcome back to the Ghost 11 Media's Vise Squad, brought to you by Anadroma's Fly Company and Fly Life Company. After you're done watching this segment, head over to our awesome online stores at fishingandoutdoors.ca for Canadian shoppers and fishingandoutdoors.net for U.S. and international shoppers. Today we're going to tie a little October caddis pattern that I've been working on, just to end your season right, as we can run out of dry fly days besides blue-winged olives, so take advantage of it while you can. First, we're going to start our thread down the hook shank. This is a size 10 R7 caddis hook. Big hook for big flies. The October caddis can get huge, even to the point size 8. We're going to stick with nothing bigger than a size 10 today. You get too outrageous. So we're going to start with this orange floss, because we're going to use a foam body, but I want a little bit of color underneath the foam. I'm just going to wrap it a few times to about right here, where we get past this bend in this hook. I know the whole hook's a bend, but I think you can kind of see what I mean. So we're going to trim that off right there. And we're going to tie in this piece of foam. I have it notched right there. So that's what I want the back of my fly to look like. Just like that. And before we go any farther, we're going to flip this over. And we're just going to dab it with some super glue. Foam bodies like to spin on the hook shank. There's no need to mess with that today. Little dab of super glue. Put the extra along the rest of the hook shank. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to tie back in that floss. About there. I want to make sure our thread is the entire length of the hook. There we go. So let's wrap this floss again. I'm gonna wrap it down the hook shank and actually back up. And then down one more time. Really get that orange body. We're going to tie it off right there. Cut it off. We're going to bring back our foam. We're going to tie it off right there. And we're going to look at the hook shank. We have that much hook shank left. We're going to actually work our thread up to here. Tie it off there and knock down this bump. That's gonna be our tie-in point for everything else. And then for the head of this fly, first of all, we're gonna put one wrap underneath it. For the head, we're just gonna cut off right there. And we're gonna notch it similar to how we did the back end. So that's the foam body there. That's what's going to hold up your dropper. So now we are going to tie in some predator hair from Fly Life Company. Stuff's usually used for streamers, but it's buoyant. It can work as an awesome underwing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to measure out with just like we would the wing. Tie it in. Since it's so slippery of a material, we cut this off. We want to cut it off so that we can tie it back in and kind of catch a bunch. So you want it to be at an angle. And an important part of this fly. There we go. So there's your underwing. We're going to trim that straight right here. There it is. Oop, missed one. Alright, so now we are going to go to our elk hair. Be kind of generous with this. Decent bunch. Get the underfur out of it. We got our deer hair stacked, or elk hair, sorry, elk hair stacked. This is yearling elk in natural color. We're gonna line it up with this wing once again. It's center wing. Tie it in like so. A couple thread wraps through it. Pull it up. Put a couple wraps underneath of it. Now we need to trim this as deep as we can. So we're gonna keep this as thin as we can for the hackle. Anadromous Fly Company scissors make it really easy to get that really deep. I like to do it with my 4-inch tungsten carbide scissors first, and then go back at it so I got it down a ways with my tungsten carbide squeeze scissors. A nice fine cut. A couple more wraps over top of it. And now we are going to tie in our hackle feather. Medium brown Whiting Farms. Make sure it's secured well. Cut off the extra stem here. And we're going to put down just a small layer of ice dubbing. I'm actually not sure what color this is. Hold on. And rusty brown, even though I think it's more of an orange color. But it's rusty brown from Hairline ice dubbing. And we're just going to use that underneath the hackle to help it lay a little better. Put another wrap or two underneath the foam. We want to make sure we're not intruding on the eye there. And now we are going to wrap the hackle. Nice thin wraps. Not thin, but tight wraps. Right next to each other. And let's squeeze one more in there just for the heck of it. And catch it with your thread. Now we're gonna work our thread underneath the foam back to the eye. The hook. Looks like I got a little greedy, pushed towards the eye a little bit too much. It's okay though, we're gonna half hitch off underneath and it's gonna push back that foam, hopefully. Yeah, it will. Get it wrapped around there. Then we'll put one extra above just to be sure. It is secured. Oh, we broke our thread. But that's okay, because we got our finishes in there. So we're going to cut off where that thread before it broke. And then we are going to cut off our feather. And we are going to take our scissors once again and trim the hackle so it lays flat on the water as sedges are supposed to. And there is your October caddis variation there. Thank you for watching today's video. If you liked it, please go down and click subscribe, comment, and like the video. And hit that little reminder bell if you really liked it. That way you can get notifications when the next video is up. Once again, please visit our store at fishingandoutdoors.ca for Canadian shoppers or fishingandoutdoors.net for US and international shoppers. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please come back next Sunday. That way we can see another fly. Have a great day.